Hi everyone, welcome to CodeViewHub. In this video tutorial, we are going to see how we can create custom dialog box in Android. If we click on the Add Task button, a customized dialog box with title, to edit text and the to button is created. So to create this, first we are moving to activity main.xml. Here we are changing the text view to button. Changing the text of the button to add task. Adding ID to the button. ID is add task. Next we are moving to main activity.java. Here we are declaring the button. Adding find view by ID to the button. r.id.add task. Next we are adding set on click listener to the button. Inside this we are calling the method open dialog box. Next we are moving to res layout folder. New layout resource file. Here we are naming the layout as custom dialog box. And clicking on OK. Inside this, first we are changing the constraint layout into relative layout. Next we are creating a linear layout. Layout width is match parent. Height is 50 dp. Adding the ID as title. Adding the orientation as horizontal. Inside this we are creating a text view. Layout width is wrap content. Layout height is wrap content. Next adding the ID as add task text. Naming the text as add task. Next, increasing the size of the text as 25 dp. In linear layout, adding the gravity as center. Next, we are moving to drawable folder, new, vector asset. Inside the clip art, selecting add task, changing the name as add task image. Clicking on next, finish. Next, below the text view, we are creating an image view. Layout width is 40 dp and layout height is 40 dp. Adding the source as add task image vector asset. Inside the colors.xml, we have already given a green color. We will be using it in our custom dialog box. Inside the linear layout, we are adding the background as color green. Next, changing the text color as white. Next, adding layout margin 10 dp to the text view. Now, we are creating a edit text. Layout width is match parent and layout height is wrap content. And adding the hint as enter the task name. ID as task name. Creating another edit text. Layout width is match parent and layout height is wrap content. Hint is task details. Adding the ID as task details. If you see the screen, all the widgets are occupied in the same place. So we are moving the enter the task edit text below the title. So we are adding layout below, ID is title. Next we are placing the task details edit text below the enter the task name edit text. So we are adding layout below, ID is task name. Next we are adding layout margin 10 dp to the to edit text. Next we are creating a linear layout. Inside this linear layout we will be placing the two buttons. So we are adding layout with as match parent and layout height as wrap content. We are adding the orientation as horizontal, adding the ID as button layout, inside this linear layout we are adding two buttons. For the first button we are adding layout width as 25 dp and layout height as wrap content. ID as OK button. Text as OK. So next we are creating a cancel button. Changing the ID as cancel button. Text as cancel. So we are placing these two buttons below the task details edit text. So we are adding layout below attribute to the linear layout and adding the ID as task details. Adding the weight sum as 2 since we have two buttons and adding the layout weight as 1 to the two buttons. So next we are adding layout margin 10 dp to the two buttons. Next changing the background color to green for the two buttons. Next we are moving to main activity.java. Here we are creating the method open dialog box. Inside this we are initializing the dialog. Dialog is equal to new dialog. Inside this we are adding main activity.this. Next we are initializing the inflator. Layout inflator. Inflator is equal to main activity dot this dot get layout inflator. Next we are initializing the view task view is equal to inflator dot inflate. Inside this we are inflating the custom dialog box r dot layout dot custom dialog box. Root is null. So what we are doing now is we are inflating the custom dialog box layout and placing it inside the task view. Next we are creating the dialog dot set content view. Inside this we are placing the task view and adding dialog dot show. Now we have placed the custom dialog box inside the dialog. So now we are running the app. If we click on the add task, the custom dialog box is created. If we click on OK or cancel, we cannot dismiss the dialog box. So to do this, we will be adding these lines. Now we are declaring two buttons, OK button and cancel button. Adding find view by ID to the two button. OK button is equal to task view dot find view by ID r dot id dot OK button. Next to the cancel button is equal to task view dot find view by ID. r dot id dot cancel button. Next we are adding on click listener to the two buttons. First we are adding to OK button. Inside this we are adding dialog dot dismiss. Next for the cancel button, we are adding dialog dot dismiss to the cancel button too. Now we are running the app. If we click on the add task button, the customized dialog box is created successfully. If we click on OK or cancel button, the dialog is dismissed. So the customized dialog box is created successfully. Thanks for watching the video.